So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And it's Pirlo. And the shot's on here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Messi. Pirlo looking for a runner. Chips it through. And that's an excellent interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Iniesta. Milan still without a single shot on target. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread neatly. And he welcomes it in. And it's Serginho. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Pirlo. Shifted it to the flank. Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, oh, that is asking for trouble. And that's gone loose. Dembele gets his head on it! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Serginho. Ronaldinho. Good ball, good take. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Pirlo. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. Great ball, and he's in here. Header! Goal, Milan! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And he's intervened well there. Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. He is through here! Cannavaro clears it away. Pele. Pirlo. Pele. Time and again they are repelled. And he was quick to react. Pirlo. And this is Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Pele. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, super find. Oh, that's a key interception. Pass somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's an imaginative pass. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Pinches it off him. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Jordan Henderson has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
And he's been shifted off it. Iniesta. Now it's Pele. Now it's Pirlo. Messi has it in a wide position.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Thuram is there, and he can get that clear.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Henderson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's gone for a throw-in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Pirlo. Look at the space. It's Jordan Henderson! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a good position here. That has not gone well. Henderson aims beyond the... He's had a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Corner number 3 coming up. Chance! Yes, it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21, Pirlo. Numero 9, Jordan Henderson. Numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly...
Up he goes! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. And he shoots! No mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay onside, Peter. That was really clever.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Looking for options for movement. And it's Conte. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cannavaro makes the interception. Nedved.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Into the last 5 minutes. Nesta. Ferdinand. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Bale. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pele. Now it's Hazard. Tries to play. Can he finish? Bale, 2 assists to his credit already. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neatly clipped into space. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
He shifted it to the flank. That is lovely. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He is through here. Shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't...
He rises! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vinicius Junior. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. Loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos. Big header! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Pirlo. And that's a dangerous ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sané is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And this is Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Sané with a terrific header. Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next...
There's the shot!
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Sané. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Nicely weighted ball, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And this is Dembele. Platini. Messi. Now it's Sané. Bergomi simply refused to be outdone there. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Tries to play it through. Played into the box. Sane might just make this. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Platini. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Big chance! Really well taken goal. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bale. Pass is just off target. Now he's off and running. And the pass is intercepted. Platini. Roberto Carlos. Platini. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Van Bommel. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dembele. Played in. And he's taking no chances there. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Vieira. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the first 45 minutes are up. Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Second period then underway. Oh, he's onto this. Look, Messi! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior is always scanning the pitch for targets. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Now he's got space here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Pirlo. Pirlo's cross. No way through. Now it's Sane. And this is Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Bergomi. Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Messi. Looking for options. Takes a shot! He scores! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ronaldo purring through the gears. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Real chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan get their fourth corner. He gets big! Danger averted for now. He's missed, but not by that far. They're up to 5 corners now. He's got tall! Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Roberto Carlos tries to pass it through. Messi, and this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, this looks sharp. Pirlo. Bale being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That pass has been well intercepted. Roberto Carlos. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Michel Platini. Dembele. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Header comes in! Same again, same outcome. Roberto Carlos. He's through here. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are pulling clear here. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 12. Numero 3. Bale. Numero 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Pirlo.
So now the difference is 3.
Il numero 30.
He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Gerrard. That's tidy. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
AC Milan could counter here. Neymar. And he can clear it away. It's a lucky 7th corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri picks it up from the goal kick. Bale. Nice looking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And here's Neymar, and it's Pedri. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gerrard. Ferdinand cuts it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Il quarto uomo indica
And it's been
4
played
minuti
through.
di recupero.
Tries a shot! Gerrard. Brahim Diaz. There will be 4 extra minutes. Bale. Rummenigge. And that is expertly dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. And we're done. Milan did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That's an excellent interception. He won't be happy with that one. Pirlo. And here's Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No way through. Platini. And he welcomes it in. And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now, he's got space here. Bergomi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Quarter of an hour played. Looking for the run. Nesta calmly anticipates. And it's Bale. Threads one in. Nice interception, well timed.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Van Bouten. So it is still 0-0. And it's Iniesta. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Dembele. Across it goes.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Cambio di giocatori.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Bale, and now the breakaway. Plays a sharp little ball here. Nesta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Dembele's up he goes! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tries to pass it through. Pirlo does well to get it back. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball. Crosses it in. And he shoots! Yes! blink of an eye. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
That looks a decent ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. A probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Pirlo. Platini. Pirlo. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Milan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And the action is back underway. And it's Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Picks out Brent, hits a shot! Goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Turan. And he's in on goal. And the finish! And it's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. And that will surely go down as one of the east. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Marmoush. And this is Bernardo Silva. Dembele. And this is Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's got the beating of his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Back into the middle. Oh, he's bustling through here. Cross needs to... Up he goes! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break, and it's very nicely done.
He's got through. Oh no, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Milan got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. Look at the space here.
Aims beyond the defence.
Matches Nunes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rodri. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
No way through.
And he plays one through.
Shot could be on.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Iniesta. Rooney gets into some space.
And how did he not make it four?
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
There's the header.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, can they get him away?
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Matches Nunes.
It's a promising position. Now it's Foden.
Iniesta.
Can he get it through? Looking for options for movement. In by... A header! Rodri. Milan heading towards the half-time break.
The wind very much in their sails. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's through here. Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
That is good alertness.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodri knocks it out wide.
Knocks it into space. Matches Nunes. Picks it up out wide. Defending was strong and firm. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Rooney. And the first half is done. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. Here we go again then.
And he was quick to react.
And it's Iniesta. Now it's Dembele. Foot in. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more... Foden!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Haaland. Pirlo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Can he finish? Nouri. Marmoush. Great ball if he can get there. Dembele receives it in a wide position.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bergomi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Pirlo. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Thuram. And it's Pirlo. A probing pass. It's played through for him. Donnarumma is there to clear. No, it's not getting there. Cherki. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking to play him in. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Foden. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, that's a key interception.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Ball driven towards the far post, and he's in on goal. Shoots! And here's Iniesta. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then, Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
It's become a case of men against boys. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Foden in acres of space out wide. And he shoots! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! Tries a shot! And he's following up! It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Foden. Takes a shot. Oh, it's Dembele. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. Just the goal. There's the shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pirlo with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. And he's onside. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played into space. Can he get onto this? Dembele. Dembele's cross. Oh, what a climb! No, he can't turn it in. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Oh, it's Dembele.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And the shot! And the shot! Kyle, he's given it away. Marmouche. And that's it. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Dembele taking in the accolades. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt. There's the shot! Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu. Ambitious ball here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. Caught offside that time. Now, he's got space here. Oh, Red, nice interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Great defending, strong and determined. That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And they're quick to get it back. And this is Dembele. Searching pass he's played there.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Seedorf. Looking for a runner.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Vieira for Iniesta, and it's Pirlo. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pirlo. And here's Ibrahimovic. Makalele is there to clear. Vieira. Tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a searching pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Shot a goal! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Dembele. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Ronaldinho. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Scholes. Great vision. And this is Ronaldinho. He gets big. Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Leicester spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Gets his head on it! There's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Aimed in towards the centre.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Hazard. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Leicester can get it clear.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Iniesta. Seedorf. Now it's Drogba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Oh, he's... Great chance! There's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Climbs up big! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan go into the lead. Nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's Drogba! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Was there ever any doubt? That could spell trouble. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Very much into the last knockings. Dembele.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, what has happened here? Ferdinand clears it away. Dembele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hazard. Leicester does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's a key interception. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. 4 extra minutes added on. Seedorf. He won't be happy with that one. Pirlo. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. This could be their final throw of the dice. Desperate defending required here. Scholes! Now, who's going to be first to this? This time, surely! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Rijkaard. Oh, good read. Now, can they get him away? Bale. Maldini. And it's Edmilson. Ball played for Rijkaard.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance for a shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Tries to play it through. And no, that was never going to make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a fine interception. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, what has happened here? Edmilson. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. FC Tokyo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Rijkaard. And it's Edmilson. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's found the way through. Played in. And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution on the field, number 3.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's beautifully weighted. He rises! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rijkaard. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Cruyff. And it's Nedved.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ferdinand. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. And we hit half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And now I'd just like
It's an
to read
eye-catching
out our
scoreline,
fan club
but
members
it's
who are
a fair
celebrating their
reflection on what
birthdays
we've just
today.
seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And the action is back on the way. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Ed Nielsen. And it's Cruyff. Played back towards his own goal. For Ferdinand. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele. And the shot! A whisker away from making it 4.
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Milan have their second corner now. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. They're urging him to shoot. Shoots! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Now the cross. Climbs up big! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan are having a ball here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's found a way past. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ferdinand. Cruyff. Davids. He's got away. That is lovely. Cross needs to be good. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nedved. And now the breakaway. And it's Nedved. And here's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread out to the left. It's a searching pass. Dink through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Maldini goes on a charge down the left. And they win it back again. Oh, that's fabulous. Half an hour gone in the second half. Pirlo's cross. And that's a throw-in. Nedved. Nedved with the delivery. Shapes to shoot! No, it's wide.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Thuram. Piqué. It's Ferdinand. Piqué. Rijkaard.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Ibrahimovic! Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Milan get their fourth corner. Oh, what a climb! Cleared without complication. Rijkaard. Edmilson. And it's Thuram. That's a good ball. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And the shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Piqué. And that will be it. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Can he finish? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Cristiano Ronaldo, Figo. Nicked it back promptly. Deep cross, big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good take in a good area. He's trying to hit the front line here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass somewhat off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Ferdinand with the clearance. Now it's Ibrahimovic out to the right. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Real chance here. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Lam. And it's Messi. Has a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Iniesta. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Fired deep towards the back post. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Lam.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Pirlo. That is ended up in no man's land. Ooh, played through for the wide man. Out of play for a goal kick. Great vision. Oh, played right into his path. He has found the way through. He rises! Vieira. Played into space. He won't be happy with that one. Bergomi. Pirlo. Iniesta. Dembele. He is through here. Serves up a cross. Bellingham. Figo. And the counter is on. He's got away. Here comes... There's the header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. And it's Vieira. And it's Lam. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get free. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lam made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Messi, ball driven towards the far post. And back out it comes. Shot could be on. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Vieira plays it forward. Looking for a runner. Great chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Done delicately. And he was quick to react. Vieira. Looking for the run. Rooney. Ibrahimovic. There's the shot! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan are now luxurious. Ibrahimovic! It's bounced back off the post. And he's gone searching crossfield. And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again. Roberto Carlos, and that's going right the way across. Bergomi cuts out the pass. Vieira. No, that's been intercepted. Lam. Now he's got space here. Nesta calmly anticipates. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Now it's Rooney. Well seen, saw that coming. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Figo crosses. Vieira. Chance here to counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Milan with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi picks it up out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. That's good vision. Defending of the desperate variety.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lam. Here's Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap. Figo. Early ball. Good read, needed to be. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Figo, showing good feet. And it's Lam. Oh, that's nice. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's an imaginative pass. Vieira. And it's Rijkaard. Lam tries to pass it through. Messi, oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
It's Ibrahimovic! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Cambio di giocatori.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Figo. Now it's Messi. Roberto Carlos. Aimed into... Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a cute ball. Now it's Platini. Chooses to go back. That's going to go a long way. He's shifting through the gears here. Ibrahimovic! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Messi driving forwards. Oh, smashing header! Just needed better contact.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. And he's in. Tries a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
And it's Michel Platini. Dembele.
This is the time you need that pace.
That has not gone well.
And that's that. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Dembele reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a...
It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Ibrahimovic certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Nedved. Pirlo. And here's Rooney. Van Dijk cuts it out. Well read, nice interception. And that is a little undercooked. And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, a breakthrough already.
Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Rooney. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
A great chance! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Can he finish? It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Nedved. He has found a way through. Pirlo. Iniesta. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ferdinand. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Stood up well to him there. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And he's managed to gift it back. And that could well leave a mark. Caught offside that time. Now it's Nedved. Vieira spots it and intercepts. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pirlo. Iniesta. Tries to play it through. And the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Dembele. And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Rooney. Threads one in. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vieira is offering a right smile there.
Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Pelé.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Pirlo. Dembele. Dembele running with the ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pelé. And the counter is on. Pelé goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Pelé with the cross. He gets big. No mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just...
It's Ibrahimovic! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
That pass has been well intercepted. Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. So we've reached the hour mark. Leicester calmly anticipates.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary. A probing pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Dembele.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Dembele! They've got to be quick to recover this. He'll try to keep this alive.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18. Rone. Numero
It's
9.
Nedved.
Ibrahimovic.
He's got away.
Numero 8.
Flashes it. He's got full. They've scored! Back to within one. Interesting. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get this.
Climbs up big! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's McTominay. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nedved. Collier. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? Hullet tries to put... And the shot! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Numero 7.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's there to belt it away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. We are into overtime. He's in a great position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So what can they make of this? There's the crossfield ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's through. He's having a go. Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And it's Vieira. And that's it. Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.